How's it going, YouTube? Mark from Like-Minded Lunatics coming at you with your Monday music matchup. This playlist is all about taking two songs or two videos, putting them head to head, seeing which one comes out on top. Last week, I took a look at Miley Cyrus, Elton John, Yo-Yo Ma, Robert Trujillo, Chad Smith's version of Metallica's Sad But True. Metallica is publishing a new album called Blacklist. It comes out on September 10th for streaming and October 1st on CD and vinyl. This album is a celebration of Metallica's so-called Black Album that came out in 1991. 30 years ago this year. God, F you, time. In any case, this album is an album full of covers of Metallica's songs from the Black Album. Now, that album is actually called Metallica. It's eponymously titled, but most people know it as Black. So I thought we would take a look at two more. So we're going to take a look at two covers of Sad But True. Now, this is probably my favorite song. Well, I hate to say that. It's one of my favorite songs off of the Black Album. Absolutely love this song. And interesting bit of trivia. I don't know how interesting you'll think it is, but in the 90s, I was working on getting my English degree. And I had an instructor tell me that, or he was doing one of those old man things in classes. We're taking a class, I think, on the Romantics. And he was doing that old man thing where he was like, the artists of today don't have any feeling in them, especially music, it's trash. I took great offense to that. And so I used Sad But True in class as an example of how modern art can still be deep and meaningful. So this song has got a special place in my heart. And just as an aside, don't do that to professors. They don't like it. Just let them be stupid if they're going to be stupid and just go about your day. I didn't know that at that point, but, you know. That was me. So anyway, we're going to take a look at this, put them head to head, see which one comes out on top. I've got a version by Jason Isbell, is that correct? Or Isbell from the 400 unit? I don't know this band at all. And then St. Vincent's version of Sad But True. Now, I know St. Vincent, so I love me some St. Vincent. So this should be fun. Before I do that, though, hey, let me remind you, this channel was started by folks who desperately wanted to build a family of like-minded people. A family of weirdos and geeks and nerds who love things like video games and music and TV dinner, all kinds of nerdy stuff, and want to sit around and talk about it. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you nothing, but it sure does help this channel out whole lot. It's in the bottom, nope, the wrong side, Mark, bottom right-hand side of your screen right there. All right, let's do this. Sad But True off the Blacklist album. There's going to be like 53 different covers on this damn thing, you guys. I am so excited about it. Before we get to the two covers, though, let's just remind ourselves of Sad But True by Metallica. One, two, three, four. This has got to be one of my favorite Metallica riffs. I love this riff. And in looking at some of the stuff for this video, I was surprised to see that when they went to record this wasn't originally in drop D. So if you're not familiar with guitar tuning, E is the typical way to tune a guitar. Drop D is what folks usually use for crunchier rock and roll type stuff. They weren't recording it in that. And their producer, Bob Rock, number one, said it was very annoying working with them at this point in their career because they had never actually worked on perfecting songs. They were used to just going in and recording stuff and it sounded like they did on stage. But he wanted to put up a little bit more polish on it, and he was requiring them to actually practice stuff. But he said that the song just wasn't hitting for him, and he tried to get them to tune down to drop D, and they pushed back, and the band was like, we've never tuned to drop D. It's not our thing. We always tune to E, to open E. And he said, yeah, but I just produced Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood, and in Dr. Feelgood, which was a hit, and you guys loved it, they tuned down to drop D. Mick Mars tuned down. And so that encouraged them to do that, which I find to be fascinating. How do you get Metallica to do what you want them to do? Tell them another popular band is doing it, and they'll apparently do it. I love this riff. Let's hear Het's lyrics for just a second, and then we'll move on to the covers. And hey, Lars seems well restrained in this one. There's no fucking weird snare thing. He's not speeding up as he goes along. He's doing his job and he's doing it well. I attribute that to Mr. Bob Rock.
Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. They betray. I'm your only true friend now. They'll betray. I'm forever there.
All right, I'll do the whole damn song, but you get a sense of it, right? I just wanted to refresh our memory a little bit. That way we can remember what an absolute classic banger this song is. It is just fantastic. Let me take that down. It is just fantastic. And I love the fact that this is starting to get into the Hetfield-isms of Hetfield. You know, I've talked about this a lot on the channel. There are certain singers who have very distinctive, unique vocal things that they do. James Hetfield is the absolute best at this. You hear Het's voice and you hear him do stuff like,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're just like, it's Hetfield. Yeah, yeah. And Sad But True has so many of those in it. It's great. All right, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at two covers of this song. Again, one by St. Vincent, one by Jason Isbell in the 400 unit. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Let's start with St. Vincent. Do it. Oh my God. So this is why I like covers, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people don't. They consider them to be kind of lazy. But as an English major, you realize that all artists speak to one another. The concept of an artist writing in solitude and never consuming any other popular media, never consuming any other media and just producing art out of a void, in my experience, is an absolute myth. Artists talk to each other through their music, through their pieces of art. I love that, and I love how they reinterpret things. This is funky as hell.
Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares.
Oh my God, I am loving this, you guys. You know, obviously the first thing that comes to my mind is 9 Inch Nails, or Trent Reznor's version of Immigrant Song that was in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo soundtrack that he did with Atticus Finch. That's kind of the same feel. But I don't know, I'm almost getting a My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult vibe from this.
Hey, hey, betray. I'm your only true friend now. They betray. I'm forever there.
Oh, listen to that guitar. That's badass.
They betray. I'm forever there. I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true.
Wow. I am loving this. I am loving this. Again, it reminds me of My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. This would be firmly at home on the Crow soundtrack. You remember that tune that was on that one, After the Flesh by My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, or what was the other one? Cool Jesus, that was another one that they did. Boy, that's what it reminds me of. I am loving this, you guys. All right, so let's go over now to Jason Isbell in the 400 unit. Again, I am unfamiliar with this band. I apologize. I just am unfamiliar with them, so I'm excited to hear it. All right, Jason and the 400 units. Sad but true. First off, what is... What is happening? My goodness! Now, if you're familiar with this channel, you know we've got several musicians in our group. One of them is a gentleman by the name of Todd Roth. Todd Roth is now recording his second album. He is from the band Coming Up Muddy, and he's got several songs that sound similar to this. Go check out, I'm going to link to one of our own members' music, but go check out Candle Boat right over here by Mr. Todd Roth. This is what it sounds like to me. This is great. And I'm a sucker for a slide, ladies and gentlemen. For a slide in a blues or, kind of a blues rock song, I'm a sucker for it.
Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. They betray. I'm your only true friend now. They betray, but I'm forever there.
Oh my goodness, I am loving both of these. Het, what are you thinking?
Yeah!
Me too, James, me too. I am loving both of these. All right, let's go back to St. Vincent.
I'm your dream, I'm astray. I'm your eyes while you're away. I'm your pain while you play. You know it's sad but true.
Oh boy. I gotta go back and hear that. That's one of my favorite parts of the song, the boom. I love that in the original song, and St. Vincent is hitting that.
You know it's sad but true.
Oh my God, I am loving this. All right, let's go through the lyrics real quick just so that we're all on the same track. The first verse is, hey, I'm your life, I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, I'm your life, I'm the one who cares. They betray, I'm your only true friend now. They'll betray, I'm forever here. Oh, it's so great. I love this song because I feel like, we've talked about this on the channel before, how lyrics lend themselves to interpretation, that you can't just go, this is exactly about this. You can with some songs. You know what I mean? Like Winger is 17 is about banging underage chicks. That's all it's about. There's no nuance to it. It's just about Kip wanting to bang underage girls. But this is high art, man. You can interpret it however you like. And I've kind of bounced back and forth. Is this about substance abuse? Is the I, the first person, I'm your life, I'm the one who takes you there? Is it about substance abuse? Because that fits. That fits both with the band's history and thematically that fits. Or is it something a little bit more abstract? Is it that thing in you that holds you back? Is it that thing in you that wants to wallow in self-loathing? I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but I love the fact that it's kind of ambiguous, and I love that, boy, St. Vincent sounds weird.
You're my mask, you're my cover, my shelter. You're my mask, you're the one who's played. Do my work, do my dirty work, scapegoat. Do my deeds, for you're the one who shade.
And that's another part of the song that I have always loved, the do my work, do my dirty work, scapegoat. Oh, it's so great. Again, like who is the I and who is the you in this song? I feel like the you is whoever is listening to it, the person that's in pain. I don't know who the I is. Again, is it substance abuse? Is it like substance abuse anthropomorphized? Is it the depressed side of you? I don't know. Jason?
I'm your dream, make it real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your dream, mind
You know, this wouldn't be out of place in Westworld. I don't know if you remember in the first season of that, they had a cover of Paint It Black that they played while they were within Westworld, and it was on the piano, like old-timey piano style. And I remember watching that for the first time and hearing that, I was like, is that Paint It Black? And it was Paint It Black. I felt very smart in that moment, but it feels like that. Oh, I love it.
Said but true. You're my mask, you're my cover, my shelter.
And again, I love the differentiation between, you know, what the artist focuses on. I feel like St. Vincent is actually focusing on that malevolence there, whereas Jason Isbell is not. He's kind of focusing on that, on that rogue element. It reminds me of Wherever I May Roam. Rover, wander, nomad, vagabond, call me what you will. You know, that whole feeling, that's what it reminds me of. It doesn't remind me of that internal struggle.
You're my mask, you're the one who's playing. Do my work, do my dirty work, scapegoat. Do my deeds, you're the one who's shame.
Oh, so great. I'm loving both of these, you guys.
I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your dream.
This would not be out of place in The Crow or Matrix or even Fight Club. Some of those films in the 90s about, you know, that were really about what makes us human. I feel like this would not be out of place in one of those films.
I'm your eyes.
Strange Days. Did y'all see that film? Something like that.
I'm your pain while you repay. You know it's sad but true.
Oh, I love that part of the song, and St. Vincent does a great job with it. Everything in this song is a 4 count. If you listen to it enough, like the breaks in between, like instrument drops, is almost always 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. It's almost all 4 counts, and she hits it perfect. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh boy, what a crunchy guitar solo by St. Vincent. Hell yeah. All right, Jason.
I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your dream, mind astray. I'm your eyes when you're away. I'm your pain while you're pain. Oh, it's sad but true. Sad but true.
God, I'm digging that slide, and his voice is so awesome. Again, this is very roguish, very rover, wander, nomad, vagabond, call me what you will. It's one of the, oh, it's great. And if you're not really following along with the words, it's the lyrics to this are fantastic. I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your dream, mind astray. I'm your eyes while you're away. I'm your pain while you betray. You know it's sad but true. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, boy. So great. All right, back to St. Vincent.
I'm your eyes, I'm your pain. I'm your dream, I'm your eyes, I'm your pain.
Love that part of the guitar. And then we get the drums. Oh boy, so good. All right, Jason.
I'm your dream, I'm your eyes, I'm your pain.
You know, this version would not seem out of place in that film, Hell or High Water. Did you guys see that film? It's a good film. Really good film with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine. Fantastic film set in Texas. It felt very Texas to me. As a Texan, I feel like a lot of times people who are not from here, for some reason think we're Georgia. We're not. It's a very different country feel. That movie got it. And this sounds like it should be from that film. It sounds like it should be in Hell or High Water.
I'm your dream, I'm your eyes, I'm your pain. No sad but true.
Oh, I love it so much. This makes me think about being back home and sliding a pickup around dirt roads. That's what this makes me think of. I love it.
I'm your hate when you want love.
Let's go back because this is the last verse of the song, and it's my absolute favorite. So, you know, the entire song, we've seen how the first person, is stepping in for the you, doing things for the you, and doing things that are not great, stealing and lying and things like that. This last verse, I think, brings it all together. So let's back it up a little.
I'm your hate when you want love. Pay the price, pay for nothing's fair. Hey, I'm your life, I'm the one who took you there. Hey, I'm your life, but I no longer care.
Yeah, in the original song, that's where James really leans into it. I'm your hate when you want love. Pay the price, pay for nothing's fair. He's really leaning into it at the end of that, and I really like that. And this last verse is so malevolent. So here are the words: hate, I'm your hate when you want love. Pay the price, pay for nothing's fair. Hey, I'm your life, I'm the one who took you there. Hey, I'm your life, and I no longer care. So great, so malevolent. And again, is this about addiction? Is it about that demon inside of you that holds you back? I don't know, but it's great, isn't it? Oh, let's go to Jason, see what he does.
I'm your hate, I'm your hate, I'm your hate, I'm your hate when you want love. Pay the price, pay for nothing's fair. Hey, I'm your life, I'm the one who took you there. Hey, I'm your life, and I no longer care.
You know what his reminds me of? Not like musically, but tonally. It reminds me of the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil, is what it reminds me of. And I looked at covers of that. You can go over here. Excuse me, you can go over here and see that. I'm drinking coffee, it's making me burp. I looked at covers of Sympathy for the Devil. One of the things I always liked about the Stones version was that the devil in that song is beguilingly upbeat about mass genocide. You know, the devil in that, Lucifer in that song, is pretty debonair, pretty suave. That's what this reminds me of when Jason sings this last verse, hate, I'm your hate when you want love. It's a really deep, sad lyric, but he's singing it upbeat, and it almost makes that first person POV more beguilingly evil to me. If evil's the right word. I don't know that it is, but it's the only word I had at the moment.
Make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Say the truth. I'm your truth, telling lies. I'm your reason alibi.
I love that. I'm your truth, telling lies. I'm your reasoned alibis. I'm your... Oh, boy.
Open your eyes, I'm here to say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth.
You know that Coen Brothers film, The Ballad of Buster, is it Buster Scoggins or Buster Skaggs on Netflix? I don't remember. But the short story with James Franco in it where he keeps basically weaseling his way out of getting executed. That's what this reminds me of. I love that you can hear the distortion of the guitar at the end. You know, in a lot of post-production stuff, engineers are now removing that stuff out so you don't hear the so-called imperfections of the instruments, but that's what gives music its unique voice. Those imperfections are the things that set people apart. And I love that they left that in. You hear that raw distortion sitting on top of a quiet guitar. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. All right, let's let St. Vincent finish up.
I'm your dream, make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. Sad but true. I'm your truth, telling lies. I'm your reason, alibis. I'm inside, open your eyes. I'm you, it's sad but true. Sad but true.
I love that we end pretty much like Metallica did with a one more and then explosion almost sound. Great. Oh, wow. Well, you guys, that was fantastic. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, James, what did you think?
Yeah!
Me too, man. I mean, this is these two covers. I think number one are respectful. You can tell that St. Vincent and Jason love Metallica. I love that you can feel that. I also like that they put their spin on it. You know, like I said, to me, this one feels very, I don't know, the industrial. I guess industrial rock is the word for that. You know, that Nine Inch Nails. Stabbing Westward, My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. You know, it sounds like a lot of that, and I love that. And in this, oh man, I'm going to have to show this to my buddy Todd from Coming Up Muddy. I hope you go check out his music. It's similar to this. I love it. Such different tones, such different interpretations of this song. And you know, I usually in this bit say which one comes out on top. I'm not going to do that today simply because I think we all come out on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue them Hetfields based off of how well I think they did. One Hetfield means you kind of failed. I don't think you did a good job of this at all. You should have paid more attention to it. Two Hetfields means it's an adequate job. You did just fine. Three Hetfields, you knocked it out of the park. So I'm going to give both of these 3 Hetfields.
Yeah!
That's right, 3 Hetfields. Loved it. Loved both of them. Fantastic. I think they capture certain moods very, very well. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm excited about this new Blacklist album. 53 covers of Metallica songs. Imagine that. I'm excited about it. I'm going to keep doing some more of these. I hope you check them out. Additionally, hey, check out the other content we have on the channel, not just our reaction videos. My buddy Todd Wright does a segment we call Drink, Play, Swear. What's that, you ask? Well, that's where Todd, who is a professional storyteller, he sat on on boards of storytelling committees. He worked with Texas Public Radio on their storytelling show. He's a professional. He tries to tell you one of his stories as he's drinking an adult beverage and playing an aggravating video game. You don't have to know anything about video games to make it fun. It's just really entertaining watching Todd try to tell you a story as he's oftentimes not doing well in the game and also drinking. You can check that out right over here. Also, coming up this Friday, for the Friday night reaction video, I've got a special one. My friend Lottie returns, and we take a look at George Michael's I Want Your Sex. It's a good episode. I'm excited for you to see it. We recorded it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so excited for you to see it. Whenever that's up, I'll post an internal link here. You can go right there. But you don't have to use those internal links if you don't want to, because if you hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen over in this vicinity, we'll update you whenever we post new videos. All right, folks, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and take care of yourselves, folks. And I'll see you soon.